Hey there, have you seen my latest video, Jupiter Gets Emotional? Come check it out at soulmart.me. Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your karmic story together. And please forgive my absence the last 4 weeks. I have been facing my own karmic story, which has been repeating and repeating for the last year. So thank you to all those who sent good support, love, and your prayers. I really appreciate it. I got all the notes, everything. Thank you very much. So let's talk about what's going on. Have you had ascension sickness? That's what we call it when you have to grow super fast. When the spirit grows faster than the body, we get sick. Let's look at Mr. Orbits Man. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the planets all align with the chakras. And this map here shows you how each planet aligns with each chakra. Well, the chakra that's been giving us a sick stomach literally has been the third chakra, which is our yellow chakra. That's because thoughts and feelings come together there. Now, for the last year, Jupiter was in Gemini, expanding thoughts and throwing off the two in their balance. Now, Jupiter's in Cancer, having emotions expand and perhaps throwing them away from thoughts. So, put simply, if you're having ascension sickness, having problems eating, which may lead to problems sleeping, really what you need to do is align your thoughts with your feelings, get those two on the same side. Now, the sun is moving into Leo, which means we're working on the heart chakra, that beautiful green one there, and that means we'll be working on it for the next 2 months. You may not know this, but Chiron also rules the heart chakra along with the sun. So, healing, loving, being in the moment, that's what it's about. But let's look at the planets and what caused all this shift, shall we? Here's a sneak peek. Womp womp! That's right. That's Monday, if you don't know. And there's so much going on, I have to layer it piece by piece. It really begins with a soul pyramid. We got a soul pyramid in Earth starting off the week. That's going to allow us to change reality, rapid fire, and fast. On top of that, a soul pyramid in water, a grand trine aligning our emotions so we get used to the way it feels right away as well. A yod pointing to the sun pulls in our intuition and our ability to kill things into love. That's basically a creation yod right there. You can't put it any simpler than that. Then we've got an opposition, a little tug of war between Saturn and the Moon, 2 more oppositions, and a square. That's the one between Uranus and Pluto. We've been feeling that one for a long time. Another square between Uranus and Black Lilith. Oh, that's fun. One more square between the Sun and the Moon, so feelings and our love isn't talking to each other. And one more square. I love is not talking to boundaries. So all these parts of us are talking to us with the trines. All these parts of us are in fights with each other or ourselves. And that's what I'm going to talk about. When we get up in the ascension elevator and get up to the clouds, I'm going to talk about what this means for each of the 12 zodiacs in your rising signs and how it turns into happiness or not happiness for you. Look at that spirograph. It's so pretty. All right, let's not wait any further. Let's take the ascension elevator and take a better look at you.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with. We'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, officers, Scorpio and Scorpio risings, and welcome back to 33,000 feet for the bird's eye view of you. Excuse me for being off the air. It was an intense time with Jupiter in Gemini and Cancer. You know, too, it was. You've got a lot working on you, too, my opposite sign friend. But either way, we will endure. Now, Jupiter in Gemini. That was a full year of Scorpio and Scorpio risings having to expand and change your own comfort zones with yourself, something Scorpios don't like to do because that is your ruling domain, where to draw the line. You're not used to the universe telling you when to draw new lines, particularly with yourself. That hit a crescendo in late June. Then, in July, early July 4th, Jupiter went into Cancer. And this is where Scorpios need to face their personal ignorances with their beliefs about feelings. In other words, how your life reacts according to your beliefs are all tied to how you feel. So Scorpio believes in revenge because of how they feel, or doesn't believe in revenge because of how they feel. Scorpio risings as well. So with Saturn in Scorpio, and it's going to be there for some time, with you carving a new Scorpio ego and working on that, this year, expanding belief about feelings is key to it. It's not so much the fact that you want to act out or not act out. It's how you feel, how you believe about your feelings, and how do those beliefs and feelings add up to acting or not acting, all right? So with the sun in Leo, it's actually not about beliefs. Finally, thank goddess for that. It's about your career. We're in chapter 1 of Sun in Leo, and the Scorpio risings are working on their decide consciousness. When you make decisions, that's what turns into control. So you are Leos, you are kings and queens when it comes to your career, and you demand to be the absolute one in control. Now here's the key, you got to be doing what you love to be able to be in control. And when you're out of control, it's because you're out of control of doing what you love. It's not worth it to Scorpios or Scorpio risings if they're making decisions for anything but love-based. So you're going to find that all non-love-based decisions fall apart if they haven't already, and will continue to fall apart. Your heart isn't in it. You just can't stand behind it anymore. Looking at the planets, the sun this week will go from step 5 to step 11. That means when it comes to career, you'll get the bad news on Monday and you will be on your way to healing it by Sunday. I say bad news because it always is, right? Now, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Black Lilith are floating back in Cancer. This will be an entire learning year, Scorpio, so stay open. Jupiter's at step 6, so at least ignorance has reached a bliss, and you'll be making a decision about retraining, going on to a re-education perhaps for your career. I'll put that back up again. But there's some sort of decision at the end of this week when it comes to what you believe or what you want to do next for your adventure, just so you know. Now, Saturn in Scorpio is direct and stays direct until March 3rd, 2014. That means you are trailblazing brand new ego consciousness, brand new actions you've never done before, new courage you've never had. It's all saying step up and keep stepping to step 23, March 3rd. That means basically being emotional boundaries with yourself. I mean, that's what controls the ego. Scorpios are designed to be killers, so you have to control your own emotional reaction to yourself in order to be in control of what you do. Now, Pluto in Capricorn has retrograded. Thank goddess for that. That is the mind game. So the universe is giving Scorpio and Scorpio risings a break on mind games. You have that break till September 21st, so you want to reconsider the laws of thought. Some of your logic may be deserving you. Just keep an eye on that. I'm just saying as your opposite sign here. I know we always get on each other's hooves, don't we? Anyways, I do love me, my Scorpios. Now let's take a look. First of all, if you don't remember this, but I like to take a look at last week to catch us up. It all started with a career transit last Tuesday, a full moon in Aquarius, probably disrupting your home or family, maybe a money issue, a security issue, biting you in the butt to step forward and make new decisions with career. So the sun in Leo begins rather dramatically. Mercury did go direct last week, so there was breakthrough thoughts about ideas and beliefs. And by the end, though, this last weekend, you might have had a career breakdown. So might have been, that's it, you know, after the full moon, realizing you just can't continue on this path you are. Or it could be that you are not listening to your feelings or your heart when making decisions anywhere, not just career. Getting to this week, it's a real contemplative week, really. Jupiter's at 7 degrees in Cancer, so this is the most psychic week of the summer. This is the week to meditate, go on a spiritual retreat, you name it. Spiritual miracles are possible. I talk about that in the Act 2 videos, and Jupiter Gets Emotional videos as well. But the spiritual miracles begin really on Tuesday, so you want to basically log into your higher self and kind of figure out where is career supposed to go. You're asking career questions, but really it's an education thing. It has to do with your beliefs, really, that may be holding you up. That's what the universe says. So staying open and listening to your intuition is what you want to do. On Thursday, the skull and crossbones means it's time to decide and cut and decide what's going to go in your career. So if you're going to leave a job or if you're going to leave something, a major life decision, you'll know by Thursday. You'll feel strong enough by Thursday. And of course, career counts on that. On Friday, you tell people the bad news or give notice or whatever. Take action on that decision on Friday. Don't waste time. We got lots of growth to do this year, Scorpio. And on Saturday, you are loving and trusting that you haven't screwed up and you made the right decision. Now, here's how you know. If your heart says yes and if you're excited, you made the right decision. This is all about aligning yourself with heart-based decisions. People who follow their hearts do not get screwed all the time. I know what you just said, Scorpio. I can feel the psychic, oh, I got screwed. Well, I would say that listening to your heart is important with everything, including the ego growth. In other words, ask your heart, can you trust this person? Now, you know your heart tells you you can't, but because they're so cute, you went ahead anyways. So really, listening to the heart is the way to go. And on Saturday, if you're listening to your heart, you will feel like a butterfly heading for the new world. Now, taking a sneak peek at next week, Sunday will feel groovy no matter what you decided. That's because we got some synergy energy and some Chiron pouring down the earth. Spiritual miracles still possible all this week with Neptune retrograde at 4 degrees. But the turning point next week will be the 6th. That's Lightcast Day. It's Uranus ruled, and Jupiter says it's go time with the new beliefs. So no matter what, you're moving forward with new beliefs next week, and you're making a major career breakthrough, or light casting for one, on Tuesday. Some groovy stuff there. Now, taking it back down to earth, the Jupiter Gets Emotional video, which is now available at soulmart.me, really will help you kind of wade through the ignorances of belief right now. I understand I have some issues with my stuff going on with belief too. Pluto and Capricorn. Thoughts versus belief ain't pretty. But this will give you a 6-month outlook through your birthday period, and I talk about how emotions and belief screw with Scorpios or don't screw with Scorpios, and how emotion is key to your ocean. All right, so take a look at it. I think it's worth the money for you. Act 2 videos are on sale for just $3.99, so if you skipped out on that, do yourself a favor. The last chapter of it is the career transit, Sun and Leo, and how it can help you. And you got till the end of the month to get a 1-hour reading for me or with me for just $99.99. This is a 1-hour change your life, not kidding, serious joy plan. Now, I've got a whole bunch of people on my website that talk about how amazing this is. If you haven't tried it, try it now. I am affordable and I get the job done. I'm a Taurus. These are all, of course, available at soulmart.me. Then lastly, I want to invite you to my Practical Wizardry course. This is where I'm teaching people to step in their magic. My free Soulmart guided hangout. It's on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and it is a guided hangout. So you can come on Google Plus, and I will work directly with you. This is stepping into our love magic. That's a topic while we're in Sun and Leo. So if you're looking to manifest some love, this class will help you. I give practical exercises on being a practical wizard. All right, Scorpios and Scorpio risings, that's all I have for this episode, but I will see you next week. Thank you so much for logging in. Until then, live, love, be.